Good morning, CDT day 139. I believe it's about 7:30 right now. Sunrise is getting later and later. It could also be because it was behind the mountains, but either way, sun's coming up. I think it's time to get going. I did not have dinner last night, nor breakfast this morning in order to conserve water. I have about that much left. But there is a water source that I was trying to get to last night, but I just couldn't. But it's less than a mile away, so I'm going to pack up camp here, which I didn't put my rain fly on because the weather's nice. I don't know if I mentioned actually the weather window for this section is looking pretty good. For these 7 days, we only have 2 days with a chance of rain, and it's 30 and 40% respectively. So really good weather window for this section, so we're trying to take advantage and do as many miles as we can while it's still nice. So I didn't even put my rain fly on last night to help with all the condensation, but since I'm at a high elevation and out on this kind of exposed ridge and in a dry area, didn't have to worry about any dew or condensation or rain or anything, especially because the temperature was warm last night, maybe like high 40s. So really nice. But anyways, I'm gonna pack up camp, get down to this water source, and then I'm gonna eat last night's dinner and today's breakfast, and then I'll be fully packed and powered, ready to go for the day and try to see what I can do. So every day I'm just looking at a minimum of 25. If I can do 25, I'm happy. Anything past that is bonus, and it's just gonna help me get to town quicker. So that's where I camped, right in that flat spot right in there, and surrounded by all these trees. The wind is coming from this direction, so all these trees help me. It was really kind of cool to have the wind whipping last night and to not feel any of it, so it stayed nice and warm. This is the trail right here, and this is the beautiful view I wanted to wake up to. Totally worth it to wait. That is gorgeous. Definitely pretty obvious that wildfires have whipped through here in the past couple decades. This one looks pretty old because there's some new growth, some like 10-15-year-old trees in here. So this is not very recent, but it went through not too long ago. So that's my view. There's more mountains out there, and we got the sunrise. Very nice. I am headed out now. It is exactly 8 a.m. on Sunday, September 15th, week 2 of NFL football. My Philadelphia Eagles take on the Atlanta Falcons at the primetime night game, which is about 6:30 p.m. my time up here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to see them because I'm out here, but I think I'm okay with that because this place is absolutely gorgeous. I'll catch up on their highlights when I get to town. There you have it, folks. Back at the CDT, according to the sign that fell on the ground. I decided to get some miles in before eating breakfast so I can combine my first break of the morning with breakfast to try to save myself a little bit of time. But I just had a really nice, really long downhill all the way from the connection on the CDT down into this river valley. So now I am pretty much at the bottom, and I got this nice little stream here. So it's a good place to take a break. Got a nice little flat spot here. So filled up some dirty water in my pot. I'm gonna boil it, and then I'm gonna have my dinner from last night, which is 2 packets of shrimp ramen and a whole can of tiny shrimp. That is gonna be very good. Then after that, I'll finish it off with a quote-unquote dessert, or today's breakfast, 2 packets of chocolate carnation instant breakfast. Might even have a couple cookies or a couple chips, something like that. We'll see. Shrimp and shrimp ramen was pretty good, but I'm more looking forward to some of these generic Oreos in my Carnation Instant Breakfast, essentially a hot chocolate. Oh yes. Treats keep me alive out here. Yes, yes, yes. Fall colors are starting. Aspens are turning yellow. Ah, oh, this is the perfect time of year to be in this area. Look at those mountains. Oh, yes. Coming up here almost to the cabin. This is perfect. I'm gonna get fall foliage in Glacier National Park. Like, what is better than that? Made it to the Welcome Creek Guard Station. So, just 0.1 off trail. Just a nice spot with a porch and some shade to hang out in. And there's a piped spring right over here. So, there's some fresh, clean water. And I believe there's also an outhouse around here somewhere. I don't think I need it, but yeah. Nice pipe spring right there. It's just settled in a really beautiful area. Lots of fall foliage starting to turn in this specific part. And nice open area. I'm guessing the outhouse is that building right out there. So, nice. Yeah, good lunch spot. I'm gonna take a lunch here. Lunch taken. Now it's time to do this climb. Just have to do about 1 mile of easy peasy, and then a mile and a half of somewhat steep climb, but I think it's only like 500-600 feet, so it's really not bad. Once I'm over the pass, downhill for the rest of the day. So my break was only about 45 minutes, maybe a little more, but under an hour, so that's pretty solid for lunch. So feeling good, feeling energized. Got my feet dried out because I put my socks and stuff in the sun. I just have to hope that my shoes hold on, because this is getting worse. The last time I showed you guys, this part was still attached like that, but now it's all open and the whole side coming apart all the way down. And the other side's holding up quite a bit better, but still has a nice big hole there and a nice big hole there. So, and then of course from all my rock kicking, when I get tired, the tips are coming off of both of them. So I'm really hoping that that right shoe can hold for the rest of the trail, because I don't think there's anywhere that I'm going to be able to get shoes like this until I get to a bigger city outside of the trail. Just about over this unnamed pass. This is the last I'll see of these mountains. Whew, gorgeous. Nice. The other side is already absolutely incredible. Can you imagine what this would have looked like before the wildfire? Wow. Finally made it to the junction that will take me to Benchmark Ranch. So this is a small shortcut, or alternate off the CDT. It's a lay alternate, and it goes down to Benchmark Ranch, which is where people often hitch out to the town of Augusta to make this section shorter. I have no plans on doing that because I already have all the food I need, but the section towards Benchmark Ranch is mellower trail, and there's water the whole way, and apparently there's some nice views, and it just so happens to be shorter as well. And then at the close to the end where it reconnects to CDT, there's also a campground, the Benchmark campground. So I don't think I'm gonna make it there. It's like another 8 miles, and it's 10 of 6 right now, so that would require me going like pretty good pace, either 4 miles per hour or like 3 miles per hour into the dark to get there. And if I get there in the dark, I won't know where the facilities are, I won't know what the costs are, I won't know sites that are available, and I'll be checking. You know, one of the main reasons also to go there was to see if there's other thru hikers, and if it's after dark, I'm not going to be able to like see who's around and all this stuff. So I think I'm just going to go as far as I can until dark, and wherever that is, that is. So I hope somebody's been hiking with a massive dog, because if not, oh, I'm in wolf country. Unless those are cat prints. I'm really bad at this. No, there's nails. I can see nails, and I'm pretty sure cat prints don't have that same pad print. I don't know if this was just an unaffected section, or if I'm leaving the burn area entirely. Regardless, it feels good to be on dirt and to be in the woods. Most of the day I've been walking on loose rock, and it has just been shredding my feet, especially when I don't have insoles anymore, and the bottoms, the treads of my shoes are in rough shape, so I'm feeling every rock. So now that I'm actually walking on dirt and soft ground, it's an upgrade. It's a hell of an upgrade. Apparently I am leaving the Scapegoat Wilderness in Lewis and Clark National Forest, which was previously Helena National Forest. So I think this means that I'm either at or near the Bob Marshall Wilderness. I think I've been in it, but that sign's making me think otherwise, so not exactly sure. As you can obviously tell, it's starting to get darker, so I gotta start planning out camp. But of course, I'm getting decently close enough to the campground that it's becoming a reality. But I believe in order to get there, the last couple miles are gonna be by a flashlight. I suppose it's not a huge deal. Maybe it'd be better to be at a place where there's more people and there's a bear box that I can put my food in. It might be a bit safer. Alright, I actually made it to the campground before I even needed a flashlight. It was about 8:45, it was getting real dark, so I was testing the strength of my eyes to their fullest extent, but made it. Found some water, and it turns out the campground itself is actually pretty far back on this road, so I'm just kind of stealth camping in plain sight, like only within like 50 feet of the road, but there's some decently thick bushes. It's hard to tell if it's going to be secret enough to hide tonight, but in the morning I'll know for sure. Right now it feels pretty good. Tomorrow morning I could be in complete plain sight, and so we'll have to see about that. But anyways, I made it a lot farther than I expected to, so I'm really happy with that progress. So on the CDT itself, the actual red line, I put on about 28.2 miles today. That does not include the extra mileage coming up onto the CDT, rejoining from my water alternate, which was about 2.3, I believe, like a little over 2 miles. So I effectively walked 30.5 miles today. So I'm definitely feeling it. My feet are feeling a 30, my body's feeling a 30. I'm tired, but I'm really happy that I put the work in, because that's just extra mileage that's going to help me get into town quicker on on either Saturday morning or potentially Friday now that I'm putting in some better mileage. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, 4 more days of complete, for sure, solid 25 plus days. And then from there, we'll see if I can get in Friday or Saturday. For now, I'm going to try to eat some food. I don't know if I'm going to cook anything. Maybe I might cook my dinner tomorrow morning so that I'm not making a lot of smells. And I'll just have some snacky stuff tonight just because I'm tired and lazy and not terribly hungry either. So that is the end of the day. Thanks for watching. Awesome, beautiful country in Scapegoat and Bob Marshall Wilderness. I was really excited to see all that stuff. Even though it was a burn area, it was really, really cool. And I hope that will continue tomorrow. So we'll see you then.